Why is this paper like so cute and pretty? I opened my package and this was in there, and it was actually wrapped like in my products, but I saw how cute this was and I was like, okay, I'm saving this. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany for those of you who are new, so welcome. Today I'll be reviewing and trying out some new Tarte products for you guys. I got their clay stick foundation, and then I also got their clay play palette. Super excited to try this out. And then they just like sent the, like, you know, you always get a sample, you always get this little brush, which I actually love this, and my other one was getting kind of old, so excited to put that with my other brushes. So I'm going to give you guys some first impressions. First of all, I think the packaging on both of these products is really nice. So this is what the foundation stick top looks like. It's like a tiger eye almost, and it's like the hard metal that we're used to. Then this is what it looks like. It's very pretty. Now, you do not get a lot of product in the stick foundation. However, I feel like that's how like all brands are, because this is more concentrated and you really shouldn't need as much product, and it shouldn't get soaked up as much. I feel like whenever you like buff it out, since it's not liquid, your brushes can't just like soak it up. I may be wrong, but that's just how I kind of view it. And I've noticed that honestly some of my stick foundations that I like using, like the Makeup Forever one, has lasted me longer than the liquid. Now, this is what the clay play palette looks like. I think the packaging is super cute. This is the inside. It did come with a plastic cover, but I took it off just because I hate keeping those. And this is actually like really heavy, and it's a pretty good size, and I think it'll be great for traveling. And I really was excited because they said that you can use this for your eyebrows, your eyes, and like bronzing and contouring. So that is the main reason why I bought this. I did buy the stick foundation because I love their Amazonian clay foundation. If you've been with my channel since I started, or if you even follow me on Instagram, you would know that this is seriously like my favorite foundation. This one is Fair Beige, which I actually just bought last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, because I ran out of this one, which this one is actually like my into summer color. This is the Fairly Light Neutral, which I did get Fair Light Neutral in the stick because I have been in the sun just a little bit. So I thought it'd be a good color match, which I did swatch the stick on my arm, and it was like a perfect match. So I am excited. This is seriously a great foundation if you want something full coverage and natural. I do have dry to normal skin, but I do get somewhat oily in my T-zone lately, and this is just great. It doesn't break up on my face. It doesn't make me look oily or anything. So I'm really excited to see how the stick foundation does. So I did go ahead and prime my face using the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless. I also really love this. If you've been on my channel, this is literally like empty, so it's kind of a struggle to get some product out, but I love that stuff, and I don't see it on their website anymore, so I hope they're not getting rid of it. If they are, I'm gonna have to stock up. I also want to try their new mattifying primer. So this end is like rubber. I just noticed that when I set it down on my vanity because I was worried it would like fall, but it just stays. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my face, just like I do my other stick foundations. I just like stick foundations because it makes your life really convenient, especially if you're traveling. Like, whenever I go on vacation, I don't like to take liquid foundation because I just feel like it's more of a pain to have that in your bag, other than like this, you just literally put it on your face and go. I'm putting it down on my neck. I don't know if I'm putting too much or not enough, but we're just gonna give it a go. So I am gonna use a brush to buff this out because that's what I usually do for my stick foundation. So I'm using this Morphe M439. This is what I use for my Makeup Forever, and I have to say this is blending out like super easy. Sometimes with my Makeup Forever I feel like I have to like push into my skin like a lot. So this is really nice. It feels like light coverage, not light coverage, lightweight, and like not heavy at all like some stick foundations can make you feel. So that's good. I noticed people have been contouring with this, which I want to try that out, especially now that they have 15% off, which I did check. This counts towards the 50% off, and I believe the palette does too, so it's kind of a bummer for me because I literally just bought this, but for you guys watching, this is great. I am probably going to pick up another shade, probably 2 more. I'm going to get a contour shade, which they recommend going 3 shades darker, and then like a tan shade like what I usually get in the summer, because I get pretty dark once I get tanning. It just takes me like a little bit to get there. So I'm going to build this up just a little bit. I'm like really breaking out, so you're going to see how this and their concealer, the Shape Tape, does, because I love their Shape Tape. I think it's great for covering all of my issues that I have going on all the time. Lately my face has just been so bad. Like, I wash it religiously, I've been exfoliating regularly, and yeah, I just don't know what is up. So if anyone has any like skincare tips, let me know. So I'm just going to blend this in. Alright, now I'm going to go in and do my concealer. I know I probably look crazy, especially because my lashes are covered, but I'm using the Shape Tape in Fair Neutral, and I may go in with just a little bit of the Light Neutral. I really love this concealer because it's super full coverage, and you do not need like a lot. However, I do cake it on. Like, I'm sure you're thinking, oh, you don't need a lot, and then you see me just like going ham with it. But I feel like my under eye circles, like, I feel like I just have like darkness right now on my face, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna brighten this up a little bit. If you have like really dry under eyes, which I do sometimes, but today they don't seem as dry, I wouldn't put it like way up under like I am right now. Or if you do, just don't set it with like a powder, so that way during the day you can like go up and touch it up with your finger or whatever. Alright, I look crazy. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of the Light Neutral and put just like a teeny tiny amount on some of the zits that I don't like to cover as well. I don't know why, but I have like a bunch of breakouts like right where I put my highlight, and I don't know if it's because of my highlight, which I hope it's not. Because if it is, I have no idea how to narrow it down which one is breaking me out. I haven't been wearing makeup as much lately because I'm off work for a little bit. So I'm hoping it starts helping my face. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. So this is what everything looks like blended out. I am going to set my face and do my eyebrows. And then I'll be back to use this Clay Play palette because right now I look terrifying. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that. I almost completely spaced that. I forgot I said I would use this palette to do my eyebrows. So I did do, though, since I have like no hairs, I did outline my brows with my BH Cosmetics brow pencil. And then I am going to fill them in using the powders, though, from this palette. So first I'm going to just take this little brush. You can use whatever. And I think I'm going to dip into the shade Smoke first because I do have like darker eyebrows. So this color is like perfect. That's really good. I don't think Tarte was lying when they said that this is good for eyebrows, because that's pretty good. Honestly, probably could have lined them with this too, which is awesome. Ignore all the little hairs if you can see those, because I need to I need to do my eyebrows, but I am trying to grow them out so I can reshape them just a little bit. So yeah, here's this eyebrow like done, and then here's this one that all I literally did was just draw a line under and then over like I always do. I know it may look like I filled in the tail, but I really didn't. I just have no hair, so. Nice thing about this is they have like a bunch of colors, so like in this palette that I think would work for like every like eyebrow shade, honestly. This is seriously perfect for people like me who have like kind of cool toned eyebrow hairs. Like they're really dark, and now that my hair is dark, I've been doing them the shade that they are instead of like lighter to match my like blonde hair or whatever hair I had before. I kind of messed up the middle, but that's my fault. I'm trying to match my eyebrows better, but it's hard because one's just better than the other one. Alright, so next I'm going to go in and do my eyes, I think. So, alright. I'm just going to kind of wing it, obviously, because I don't know. But first I'm going to dip into the shade Solstice. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's this one right there. Sorry if I'm like totally butchering these names. The light is like shining right to where I would read it. And I'm also just horrible with pronouncing things, so. At least I'm not one of those people who like tries to act like they know and then they like butcher the crap out of it. That stuff just like, it cracks me up. We all know someone like that. Sorry if I'm like looking down or not focused. I'm just trying to look in this little mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, next I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and dip into the shade Ember. And yeah, I'm going to do that first. I'm indecisive. These go on really nicely, so that's great. Next, I'm going to take this Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Stone. Next, I'm going to take this more tapered brush and dip into the shade Dunes. Kind of using this to blend everything out. I'm just keeping this really easy and natural today. Alright, now I'm dipping back in just a little bit into stone just to even this eye out. Kind of bring that in on the center of my lid just so it evens out with the other lid. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do for my eyes. Just keep it really easy. The other thing I'm going to do is grab this Morphe M441 and just kind of bring that up here to make sure everything is blended out. I don't want any harsh lines. Okay, right. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner real quick and some mascara, and I will be right back. So this is what my eyes look like, which you can totally leave it like this, but I am going to pop on some false lashes just because I feel like even though my lashes are really not that bad with my mascara on, I just feel like I have a lot of space and it looks kind of empty. It probably doesn't. I'm just really used to seeing myself with false lashes, so it's like really hard for me to do my makeup without wearing them. So I am going to put some of those on real quick, and then after that I will finish my face with some blush, contour, bronzer, all that stuff, and yeah. Alright, so now that my eyes are done, I'm going to go in with the palette again and kind of contour. So I'm going to dip into the shade Desert. It's this middle one right here. I just think that will probably go the best with my skin tone right now. So I'm just going to go in with this brush that I use a lot for contouring. It's really nice because it's not super thin, so it won't have like a straight line. And I've just been using this ever since I got it a while back in one of their deals, and I actually really like it. So if any of you are looking for a good brush, you might look at this one. That is a lot more pigmented than I thought it would be. It's amazing just like the difference of just their like power of makeup, guys. It really does a lot. It blends out good, which is nice. I am just going to take this brush just to help do it quicker, so I'm not doing this longer because I'm kind of impatient. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more. And same on this side. And a little bit up here by my hairline. Same on the other side. And then a little bit on my jawline. This stuff smells really good too. Kind of has like a vanilla scent, and it's not like super strong, but I personally like it. Alright, so now that that is done, I may go in and do my nose a little bit, but honestly I have like a pretty skinny nose. It's like long and like weird, but so now I'm going to go in and just stick with the Tarte theme that I have going on today. Use this blush of theirs. This one is in the shade Peaceful. I really like this one. This is like one of the first ever like high-end blushes I got. And I've had it a really long time, but it has like these little shimmers in it, and yeah, I just really like it. So super pigmented. I'm gonna have to be like very gentle because I got way too much. This smells good too. Alright. Now just to kind of tone the blush down just a little bit, I'm just going to take this brush and do that. And honestly, probably wasn't bad because when I go into real lighting, it's gonna look normal, I'm sure, but just to be on the safe side. So now I'm going to do my bottom lash line, and I'm just gonna take this Morphe E18 brush and dip into the shade, we'll do Stone, since I used that on the middle, and just kind of blend that out down there. Just gives me a little bit of definition. So my eyes aren't completely bare down there. Alright, so I am just going to leave mine like that. I'm not going to use any liner. You definitely can, but I'm going to go in. I'm sure you recognize this. I used it. This is all I use for my bottom lashes. I have good lashes like on the bottom as it is. I don't know why my top couldn't be that lucky, but this stuff just makes your lashes, like, look how long it makes them, and it separates them, and it doesn't look clumpy, and it looks so nice, and it's tiny. I've showed you before in my last video, but it just makes it so nice to get in there. So lastly, I have my lips, and I'm going to be using the Tarte lip paint in Namaste. I don't know why I quit wearing this, because this is literally the only color I used to wear back when I first started my channel. I don't know why I quit, but I'm going to use it today. Perks of tiny lips, how easy it is for you to put on your lipstick and how quick. So, ooh, I almost forgot to do my highlighter. So I'm going to do that real quick and set my face, and then I'll be back to do like a review of what I think of these new Tarte products. Alright, so I did contour my nose just like a little bit. It's the same color. On camera it looks a little harsh, at least in my viewfinder of my camera, but it's really not. Like in person you can barely see it. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the two products. So first off, this foundation stick, I really enjoy this like a lot. This will probably be my new favorite foundation stick. I am going to keep putting it to the test, and in the description box below I will let you guys know how it wore. I would do check-ins like on camera, but last time I did that, the video was really long, and I don't know how many people actually made it through, so this way you can just read about it and see how it lasted throughout the day. It is 1:30 now, so I don't know what time I'll end up taking my makeup off, probably like 11 at night, so I can let you guys know how it lasts for that like 10 hours. But I think they definitely need to release more shades. I did look at their shade selection, and they have like no deep colors like at all. They had like two, and they looked really like orange and red, which not a lot of people can wear that, I feel like. So I'm hoping they release more shades because I do really like this product. Now, for us light-skinned people like myself who are like super butt white, I think this will be really great. Usually it is hard also to find a color that is like super light. Like I'm usually the whitest shade, which it may have helped that I have been in the sun a little bit more like recently, so I could get like their second to lightest shade this time. Because I do know I'm usually the whitest, and sometimes brands don't have even one light enough for me. which I know that happens to like a bunch of people that get left out. Really, it's like if you're not medium skin toned, like light to medium, you generally like have some issues. So I hope they expand their range because I do think they definitely need more colors. Now, as far as formula, it did go on really nicely. It feels really light. Like their normal one that I always wear feels a little bit heavier than this. It doesn't look heavy when I wear it. It just feels like it. This one just feels really nice. I think this will be fantastic for summer and traveling. So this is definitely like a huge thumbs up. I would definitely check this out if you are into stick foundations and curious about it. They have the 15% off and this does count. I think it made it like $33, which for the amount of product you get, it is kind of pricey. You only get 0.32 ounces of product, which that is kind of steep, but I think it will last me quite a while. I'll let you guys know whenever I run out. But now for the Clay Play palette. Now, first off, I think the packaging on both of these items is beautiful. Super pretty and fun, and it feels like really, like not super heavy, but like heavy, and it feels like nice. Like I hate when you get a product and it's super light because it almost feels cheap. And then it's like a good thickness. It's not too thin, not too thick. It's like just right, honestly. It feels nice in my hands. And then you get this really nice size mirror. There's my light and camera. And then the products you get, I think this will be great for like everyone, honestly, because especially if you don't already have, like I don't have a good contour palette. I do have my Kat Von D, but I am about to hit pan, and some of them just feel kind of dark and they don't blend out as well. So like I'd get it alone for this color right here, because this I feel like looks really nice on my skin tone. I'm really light. I shared with you guys what shade I was in this foundation, and I think these will be great, especially if you do makeup for other people or you just want to use it in your eyeshadow or brows. You can use that. I loved this color for my eyebrows today. I just think it filled them in really nicely and naturally. Because I don't like using wax. I generally do use powder, so this is great for someone like me. As far as eyeshadows, if you're going to use it just for eyeshadows, if you already have a neutral palette, you do not need this, but I think it's great, especially whenever I'm traveling or going back and forth, like wherever. It'll be nice because you can literally do your face, brows, and your eyes. So I really like the look it created. I think it is good for the money. I would definitely pay. I pay the full $46 for it, so I would definitely pay it. Same with this. I paid the full $39, which now it's 15% off right now for the next like day or two or something like that. So I would definitely pick it up, especially while it is on sale. So that is it for this video. Hopefully it's not like super long, but I have a feeling it is. So if you made it all the way through, thank you for watching, and I really hope it was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if it was, and please subscribe to my channel before you leave. I always put up new videos, whether it's reviews or tutorials or hauls, and I want to start getting back into some fashion hauls. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!